What's going on, everybody? I got yet another random records video for you today. Been bumping these things out lately. I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna start with something I've been obsessed over, but it's a book. What is a book, you might ask? Well, it's this. I don't read a lot, but I've been trying to do it more recently, and so I read another book. I read a Tim O'Brien novel that was really good, and then I had gotten this for Christmas because I heard it was very good, and I just finished reading it recently, and holy shit, it's such a good book. It's so good. It had me crying, laughing. It's beautiful. It's from Patti Smith, and it's about her relationship and the time she spent with Robert Mapplethorpe, the famous American photographer, and just their time in New York, their come up, him as a person, her as a person. It's so beautifully written and sensitive and really appreciative of past artists, the people before her, the artists, the poets, and the songwriters before her. And it's such a fantastic book. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I've been obsessed with her album Horses recently, which the album cover here was taken by Robert Mapplethorpe. Ever since I started reading this book and finished reading this book, I've been completely obsessed with her as an artist, just her life in general, her songwriting, her voice, just her as a person. She's just an incredible figure in music that I've been sleeping on for way too long. And this album is nothing to be laughed at. I mean, it's basically created punk music. You got Gloria, which you got the cover. I believe it was a Van Morrison song originally. At least I thought that's what she said in this. But Records on Black. But this is an absolute classic. And I had listened to it before, but I never really sat down and paid attention to it. And man, is it just fucking incredible. You got songs like Kimberly, Break It Up, Elegy, Gloria, Birdland, just all amazing, amazing classic songs. But yeah, I've just been really obsessed with Patti Smith recently, so wanted to show this. I'm pretty sure it just came in yesterday, but I've been playing it nonstop. I love, love, love Patti Smith. Consider me a fan. Next person is someone I've loved for a very long time, and I just got around to listening to this album. This is Tom Waits with Mule Variation. I really started with him, really got into his jazzier early stuff. That's kind of where my favorites lie of his. Blue Valentine, Small Change is probably my favorite record of his. Foreign Affair, and then I love Bone Machines and why am I forgetting the name? Rain Dogs, Swordfish Trombones, all those weirder records as well. This, as I'm now learning, is fantastic. This is an amazing album. And the reason I got into this is in my last video I showed off that compilation of Women Sing Waits. It was all women singer-songwriters covering Tom Waits songs. Half of the songs on that compilation are from this, I'm pretty sure. Georgia Lee, Hold On, what's another one that's on there? Oh god, there's another one. Take It With Me, Come on Up to the House. Jesus. But yeah, it's a longer record of his, and I think it leans a bit more on the folkier end. At least a lot of these tracks do. And I really, really love that. He tells some really bizarre-ass stories on this album as well. Like Eyeball Kid, Chocolate Jesus, Filipino Box Spring Hog. The stories he comes up with are fucking incredible on this album. But yeah, Tom Waits in is this weirder era of his career, took a lot of American styles of music, jazz, blues, folk, country, and would just put his own really dark and twisted spin on all those genres. Very theatrical and all that other stuff. Very, very, very great album. I would definitely listen to Georgia Lee. Come Up to the House. Why can I not say that today? Pony is great. Big in Japan is great. Chocolate Jesus is another favorite of mine. But yeah, this is just a fantastic album. Fantastic album. That is inside all the lyrics. And you got 2 LPs, both on black. Don't need to bother with that. Alright, there's that one. Next is something I thought I had shown, but I guess I haven't. This is one of my favorite records of last year. She's one of my favorite artists, period. This is Angel Olsen, All Mirrors. This album's fucking fantastic. One of my loves in music is when you get a song that just has a giant string section behind it. Like a lot of like older, like slower doo-wop songs had that kind of thing. If you listen to like some of Phil Oakes's later material, he has a lot of great string arrangements. A lot of Sigur Rós is almost just strings, and that's why they're probably one of my favorite bands. But string arrangements is something that I am very, very fond of. The sound of a violin always gets me pumped. They're all over this motherfucker. She got a whole ass orchestra behind this album, and it's so good. Songs like Lark and All Mirrors, Spring. Chance is easily the best song on the album. It just the grandioseness of the whole album is baffling to me. Some beautiful photography that on the album as well. This is her there. Got it just looks like some light, I guess. And then back there. But yeah, this just the songwriting, her typical brand of just well done songwriting is still on here, but just she's backed by an orchestra, and I was like, I'm fucking sold, dude. How could I not love this album? And it's so good. Both the records, double LP on the nice, this like, I don't know, teal, I guess I'd say, like between blue and green record. It also came with, again, nice little book filled with photography. A lot of mirrors, as the album title suggests. Got all the lyrics in here. Some really, like I said, gorgeous photos of her. I don't exactly know who took these photos, but they're all really, really, really beautiful. Does it say it anywhere? I really want to figure out who took these photos. Album photography by Cameron McCool. That's a name. Cameron McCool. I will never be as cool as that man. But yeah. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful album. I love it. Another album from last year. Mule and the Sniffers. Ooh, barely see that. Yeah, this is the exclusive pressing I got off of flightlessrecords.com with the shiny, shiny cover. Whoa. Mule and Sniffers, Australian, I believe Australian punk band. They could be New Zealand, but I'm pretty sure it's Australian. Pretty straightforward, hardcore punk band. Pretty meat and potatoes, typical punk, but they've done so well and with so much energy that's so fucking fantastic. Quick album, I think it's like under 30 minutes. I don't even know if it is 25 minutes, but it's so visceral, great to work out to. The lead singer, she is so fucking good. I want to see them on tour at some point, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. They're playing around here, but I don't know if I'm gonna end up being able to go. But they're one band I really want to see live. From there, we got the inner sleeve. A fucking awesome photo on the inner sleeve. I got the lyrics, and the record is on one of my favorite color, baby pink. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. If you need some punk, you need some energy. It's like a cup of fucking 16 coffees in an album. It's so good. All right, and from there, another album I've been obsessed with recently, ABBA, Voulez-Vous. Now, I love ABBA. I love pop music. These guys do some of the best pop music ever. This album is amazing. Obviously, it's not Arrival. Doesn't have Dancing Queen on it. Like, it doesn't have any of the major hits, I don't think. But it's got As Good As New is awesome. Voulez-Vous, the title track. You got Does Your Mother Know? If It Wasn't For the Nights is so good. So good. It makes me cry. It's so good. The harmonies are beautiful on that song. Chiquitita, one of my all-time favorite ABBA songs. Kisses of Fire. Man, that just bangers. Just disco pop bangers all over this album. Nothing but hits, nothing but fire on this album. If you want to get into ABBA, I say start here. Might be a controversial opinion. Maybe people don't care at all. Start at Voulez-Vous. Their best album, easily. And with that, we go to the last record. The Strokes, Room on Fire. Just picked this up recently. They have the new album coming out. And before they announced that, the only real Strokes album I'd been familiar with was their first one, Is This It? And so I was like, they have a bunch of like classic albums, like really, really well, or beloved albums. I should listen to some of them because I knew Reptilia. I knew the song Reptilia, and I've heard it a million times. But this is so good. This is honestly, I might like this better than Is This It? It's so fantastic. 1251 is great. You Talk Way Too Much. The Way It Is. The End Has No End. Man, just so good. And it's a bit... the production's a bit, like, rougher on it. It makes it sound a bit more aggressive, I guess you could say. Like, Is This It? It doesn't... The production really doesn't serve how aggressive those songs are. They seem more catchy, and the production follows that route. Like, this one, the guitars are sear and burn, which makes sense considering the name of the album. But yeah, this record is fantastic. On the back, we got a room on fire, clever track listing. Inside here, we got the boys. Albert Hammond Jr., Julian Casablancas, all those guys. We got the boys again. Wow, they all look like the same person. They all look like the exact same person. Oh man. But yeah, this is a great album. Super catchy, super aggressive. Great. Just great. You can play it in any situation. Alright. That's all I got for today. Thank you for watching. I'll try to make more videos as soon as I can. Love you all. And goodbye.